His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa chaired the weekly cabinet meeting at Qudaybiyah Palace. The cabinet meeting began with a review of measures and initiatives undertaken by the relevant authorities in implementation of the directives of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa aimed at ensuring the successful organization of Ashura. The cabinet affirmed that the long-standing values of openness, tolerance and unity that define Bahraini society have established the kingdom as a beacon of security, stability, peace and development. The cabinet reiterated that religious occasions should serve as a reflection of the kingdom's values as an important opportunity to strengthen national unity and community cohesion. In line with this, the cabinet commended the outcomes of the annual meeting held by the Minister of Interior with members of the General Authority of Husseini processions, along with the heads and officials of matams across various governorates. The cabinet praised the shared commitment to upholding these values and ensuring the success of Ashura through the highest levels of coordination and cooperation. In light of the directives of His Majesty the King, the cabinet instructed all relevant ministries and authorities to work closely with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to prepare for the 46th session of the Supreme Council of the GCC, scheduled to be held in Bahrain in December. The cabinet extended its best wishes for the success of the session, which is expected to further strengthen Gulf cooperation and accelerate the delivery of initiatives that benefit citizens across the GCC. The cabinet also welcomed the efforts of the Ministry of Interior, Ministry of Foreign Affairs and other relevant authorities in implementing the directives of His Majesty and the order of His Royal Highness to facilitate the safe return of Bahraini citizens stranded abroad in countries affected by last week's regional escalation. The cabinet extended its gratitude to the diplomatic missions of the GCC countries and allied nations for their cooperation, which contributed to the successful repatriation of all Bahraini citizens stranded abroad. The cabinet approved amending the frequency of its regular meetings during July and August 2025 to a bi-weekly schedule. The cabinet then approved the following memorandums. A memorandum submitted by the Government Executive Committee regarding developments in the Government Priorities Framework 4.0. A memorandum submitted by the Ministerial Committee for Financial and Economic Affairs and Fiscal Balance regarding the Kingdom's share in the Bahrain Agriculture Development Company, Ghiras, and its transfer to the Bahrain Mumtalakat Holding Company, Mumtalakat. A memorandum submitted by the Minister of Finance and National Economy and the Minister of Industry and Commerce regarding the decision of the Permanent Committee for Combating Harmful Practices in International Trade of GCC countries to impose anti-dumping duties on a number of imports from GCC countries. A memorandum submitted by the Minister of Cabinet Affairs and Chairman of the Board of Directors of the Education and Training Quality Authority regarding the outcomes of the national examinations for the 9th and 12th grades for the year 2025. A memorandum submitted by the Ministerial Committee for Legal and Legislative Affairs on the government's response to 7 proposals and a law submitted by the Council of Representatives. The cabinet then reviewed the memorandum submitted by the Minister of Works on a maintenance plan for roads and bridges during the summer of 2025. The cabinet also reviewed the following ministerial reports. The outcomes of the Kingdom's participation in the Global Summit, Health and Prosperity through Immunization. The outcomes of the Kingdom's participation in the 16th edition of the WOW Asia Awards ceremony, during which Bahrain was awarded the title of Leading Destination for Events and Celebrations. The outcomes of the Kingdom's participation in the Saudi Industry Forum 2025. Reports on the external participations of various ministers as well as visits by foreign ministers to Bahrain in July 2025.